Hi, this is Chris from the Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from Political Voices Network.
By the way, speaking of gun violence, because we're speaking of that every day, which is why it's Outdoor Bike Day, but I'm wearing orange to combat gun violence. They caught the guy and arrested several other people, so I assume those are people that were helping him hide or get away.
So he's under some clothing?
And,
he was, yes, and hiding in the laundry room, like in a closet, like the coward
and
that he is.
That story says that they arrested someone who has a name exactly the same as the guy's wife, but they didn't want to say it was the guy's wife because they're not completely sure yet.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, so thank God. Yeah. Good. This after a several-day manhunt.
And they caught him in the town of Cut and Shoot, Texas.
No.
Yes.
They did.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's
Not
a real
since
town.
the guy, the photographer that spotted the penis iceberg was from Dildo. Have we had
Exactly.
such a...
aptly named town.
Uh-huh.
You know, Jody, we try to cover all the important issues to America, and yet all of the tweets and all of the emails were about penis icebergs and also fish semen.
Yeah.
And I apologize on behalf of America. I can't control your obsessions.
I take responsibility
Yes,
for even
you
giving
should.
you those stories.
You should.
Yes, you should.
As you should.
We let it happen, though.
Yes, I did.
Kevin tweeted, thanks to the Stephanie Miller Show, penis iceberg is now in my search history.
Yep.
LG tweets, I was drinking a smoothie through a straw when y'all started in on the extraction method for fish semen. Thanks for everything y'all do.
Well,
I feel like that was sarcastic.
I think so, too.
Joel tweets, I get that the U.S. is effed, guns everywhere, families murdered at home, Heidi Ho trying to tank the economy, Trump, Russia, in Ukraine. But can we please not spend a whole hour discussing handy jobs on fish and their pleasure levels? Too late, Joel. Sorry about that.
Sorry.
Well, this is why, in my service to America, I wake up with a story from Chris entitled Fishy Orgasms.
from ABC News.
Thank you.
It's a real story.
Thank you. I simply, yesterday's story led me to, it was a fancy chef in Spain is using fish semen as
A flavoring.
A recipe.
part of a, yes.
Part
dish
of a recipe.
he's, right.
Yeah.
Using, that's apparently delicious. And so someone asked, how do you
Get the fish semen.
Right. So that led to a whole
And it's a rapey
conversation.
thing. Very
is,
not right.
Do fish have orgasms? Because you found this, Chris, which was,
After literally about a
female
10-second
fish
search.
fake their orgasms.
Yeah.
And this is
Atta girls.
This is science.
interesting news. Did you say atta girls?
Atta girls.
Jody with a little aquatic feminist outburst.
No. You go, girls.
Not since Ariel have we had such a aquatic
This is
outburst
science.
of feminism.
Science.
Okay, where was I? Okay, bad news for boy fish. Female fish are known to fake orgasms.
Boy
Sweden's
fish.
Board of Fisheries, hey there.
yeah.
It's not
Oh,
just
yeah.
the lutefisk, you know.
Yeah.
We study lots of things here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They watched trout in an aquarium and found that females faked orgasm at 69 out of.
Does it say 69?
It says 69 out of 117 couplings, according to Britain's New Scientist magazine.
That's a academic paper, I'll have you know.
There,
Right.
hey there. Woo, grab some
Gosh,
Parfenugan
golly.
and sit down. This is going to take a while.
Parfenugan is German.
I don't
not,
know.
Not
Oh,
Swedish.
okay. Sorry. It actually takes more than a little conspicuous moaning. Researchers say the female trouts trick their partners into premature ejaculation, most likely to give them a choice over who will father their children. So it's like an aquatic Madeline Kahn. No, yes.
Yes.
Oh, no, yes. No, yes. Come on, no one has ever done an impression of Madeline Kahn
Underwater.
choosing penis size underwater.
That's true. That is.
I know there's no
true.
call for it, but I am available for children's birthday parties.
Kids love it.
They do.
Researchers noted that female fish often quiver without releasing their eggs. Of course, those dumb male fish fall for it every time, hook, line, and sinker. Oh, who wrote this for ABC? That's funny.
Hook, line, and sinker. There you go.
That was before the writer's strike.
Right, yes.
Someone wrote that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. It apparently pays for fish to fake it. Researchers note that the more false orgasms a female had, the more other males were attracted to her. Isn't it always the way?
Yeah, I can do better than that guy.
Yeah, smart fish, foolish choices.
Yeah.
Okay. With a bigger pool of eligible bachelors, she'll have a better chance of hooking up with a fertile guy when she does finally have the big
Right.
O. And who do the ladyfish ultimately choose? It often turns out to be the male fish with bigger fins and jaws. What
Shocker.
shallow fish whores. I mean,
They are.
come on.
Well, they like
What about intellect? What about humor?
they like fish that go to the gym.
Yeah.
What
there
about
you go.
what? Mr. Limpet's not getting any?
No.
Just because he's a
No.
little nerdy?
He's nerdy.
You are fish whores, all of you, straight fish whores. There's got to be a whole lot of lesbian fish jokes, but I'm too tired to write them. And I'm on strike. You know what? I just went on strike on my own show.
In solidarity.
Right. Gonna be very quiet from now on.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Tucker Carlson text. What did I say? You know, you watch broadcast news. It is hard always being the smartest person in every room. I said, I think the thing about the Tucker firing of all the things, I mean, there's a lot of things.
There's a lot of
But I said I think it's more about J6
Yeah.
than not what had already happened with Dominion, because Chris was saying he wasn't as into that as some of the
Right.
other hosts as he was into this J6 bull.
Yeah.
And this airing of the special and the security footage and just the anyway.
But this is just like flat out
Wow.
racism.
Oh my God.
And
This is-
bloodlust.
well, it's-
bloodlust.
this is-
Bloodlust. That's
yeah.
it. Yeah.
There was bloodlust in that.
Wow. Okay, so here it is. A text sent by Tucker Carlson January 7th, 2021, that was later included in Discovery as part of Dominion Voting Systems defamation suit, set off a panic at Fox. I know you're like, remember we were saying, ooh, the stuff with the C word, that's bad. But I was like,
Oh, there's got
it's even worse.
Yeah.
But we haven't seen yet, and here it is. The discovery of the message contributed to a chain of events that ultimately led to Carlson's firing. The Times said in the message sent to one of his producers in the hours after violent Trump supporters stormed the Capitol on J6, Carlson described how he had recently watched a video of a group of men, Trump supporters, he said, violently attacking an Antifa kid. In it, Carlson admitted to having a brief desire to see a group of Trump supporters kill a person, stating, "It's not how white men fight." This is a text. He said, a couple of weeks ago, I was watching video of people fighting on the street in Washington. A group of Trump guys surrounded an Antifa kid and started pounding the living out of him. It was 3 against 1 at least. Jumping a guy like that is dishonorable, obviously. It's not how white men fight. Oh, yeah, it is, first of all. But yet suddenly I found myself rooting for the mob against the man, hoping they'd hit him harder, kill him. I really wanted them to hurt the kid. I could taste it. So then he goes on to say how, yes, I realize that's wrong and I shouldn't, but
Blah,
it's
blah.
just like, oh my God.
But the fact that he
The
had that
bloodlust.
thought in his head.
And then
Right.
texted about it.
yeah.
Right.
And I don't think we know who he was texting.
I mean, can you imagine? Remember I was saying to Glenn Kirshner last week, isn't there a lawsuit against Fox as well for inciting violence on January 6th? And I thought, man, that would be Exhibit A.
And that's what
Of
they
Tucker
didn't want
Carlson.
leaked in the Dominion suit, I'm sure.
Right.
But
And how does that square with his tourist visit?
uh-huh.
Right? I mean, yeah, anyway. Yeah. So
And how does Tucker know that the person being hit was Antifa?
Antifa.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't
I
know.
mean, he probably just saw a black guy and said Antifa.
yeah.
That
Or
mean,
whomever. I mean,
this-
somebody dressed in black.
Right.
Read the rest
exactly.
of this. It doesn't negate what he's already said. He said, there's somewhere deep in my brain an alarm went off. This isn't good for me. I'm becoming something I don't want to be. Yeah, too late, Tucker.
Too late.
Have you seen your show, Tucker?
Yeah,
That's
the
who
Antifa
you are.
creep is a human being. Much as I despise what he says and does, much as I hate him personally if I knew him, I shouldn't gloat over his suffering. I shouldn't be bothered by it. I should remember that somewhere somebody probably loves this kid and would be crushed if he was killed. If I don't care about those things, if I reduce people to their politics, how am I better than he is? Well, you're not.
You're
Because
not.
you did that every night for a living.
Yeah.
You reduce
He's
people
worse.
to, yeah.
How was he just driving by and immediately knew that the kid was a member of Antifa?
You don't.
I don't know.
They don't wear. There's no uniform.
No.
Well, I assume the Trump guy, had the whatever MAGA hats or whatever. He said, they were
Well,
Trump
sure, they can
supporters.
identify
I don't know.
themselves.
Yeah, but
Members of
Antifa is not a group.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
You know.
I know. That's what I don't. Yeah.
I think that's just Tucker's shorthand for black
Protester.
person.
Yeah. Oh, could be. Yeah. Who knows with him? Anyway. Yeah. So, this is sorry. The story. Yes, you were correct, Jody. This suspect in Texas was caught hiding in a closet underneath some laundry. By the way, the tip came in through the FBI tip line. Like the how many was it? 4,500 tips about Brett Kavanaugh came in. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So in this case. Okay. We'll get to more audio from those Supreme Court, from the what do you call it, the hearings yesterday. But yeah, this has just gotten way out of control,
Yeah.
the corruption on this. As what was it, Al Franken yesterday said, they're just illegitimate.
Yeah.
And I love that, who is it? is it Madam or Flowers? John Kennedy, the guy from the goober from.
He's Waylon Flowers.
Right. That guy.
Or Madam.
He could be both.
Yeah.
I mean,
Waylon Flowers is both.
He said Democrats have been on a crusade to undermine SCOTUS for years. I'm like,
What?
really? We made you take free trips and have a billionaire pay your mother's rent. Really?
Really?
Democrats force. I mean, they literally are always the victims.
Yeah.
Like noted CS bitch Matt Gaetz, who's suing a woman.
God.
Did you see the video? First of all, note the Stephanie Miller Show never encourages violence of any kind. It's a little one of those red solo cups. Maybe grazes the back of his shoulder or something. He turns around, so he's like, they're all such snowflakes. So he's suing the woman. He's suing the woman. What did he call her? We called her a leftist wino.
Yeah.
First of all, no real wino, sir. I can speak for myself. Waste good wine on
Exactly.
a hole like you.
Exactly. That's just a waste.
Speaking as a leftist wino, let me just say.
Although it was Florida Festival wine.
Yeah.
So.
Well, sure. We have that 13. Here he is.
Yeah.
Baby, a lady threw a thing at me. Okay. Here we go.
This past Saturday, my wife Ginger and I attended the
Ginger?
South Walton Beaches Wine and Food Festival at Grand Boulevard in Sandestin in Walton County, Florida. And we were enjoying catching up with new friends and old, and folks recognized me, and so we were taking pictures and having polite conversations. And as I was chatting with one gentleman, a lady threw a drink on the both of us, and she was promptly arrested. I want to thank the great folks at the Walton County Sheriff's Office who ensured that this did not escalate and that everyone is kept safe.
Escalate.
Safe. Everyone is kept safe.
Oh, thank God, the humanity. Oh, no. Show us on the red solo cup where the mean lady touched you, Matt.
Is it like
Oh
the
my
Giuliani thing when that person kind of rubbed
me?
up against Giuliani?
Yes.
And he said he
Yes.
shoved him or something.
Oh, my God. Whiny, poopy, diaper, baby, snowflake.
All right, so who's up for a great bottle of wine? Well, according to a recent survey, about 62% of the country is ready to raise a glass. But how do we decide what it is that defines a great wine when all of our palates are so uniquely different? Imagine a fun and interactive process that actually takes your preference into consideration, allowing you to create, design, and even package a wine that's right for you, your event, or clientele. Welcome to Blentique Wine Company, and welcome to your wine. Blentique invites you to participate in a revolutionary new process whereby the everyday consumer can create and design a personalized wine blend from the comfort of home. Whether blending is an individual, date night activity, wedding party, or restaurant tour, our one-of-a-kind system helps put the power of creativity back into the only discerning palate in the room that matters, yours. Welcome to Blentique Wine Company, and welcome to your wine.